What's up, guys? Woo! 1, 2, hello! Hi, Zoomers! Hold on. Danielle. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Wow, hello in the kitchen. Click is on. We got Waterberry. Let me know where you're from, Instagrammers. Okay, hi, Zoomers. Let me get you all together on one thing. Hello, Tippy and Deviri and Lila and Danny. Danny, Palgon's biggest fan, is on Zoom right now. You guys hear me? Thumbs up on Zoom. Woo! We got people dancing. Hey! Oh, good. But I need to hear. Can we get a timer here? Maybe by Alexa. We got Muncie Passaic. We got Manchester. It's 2 a.m. in Manchester. Nitana used to come in here. Nitana has a friend, and he wants a shout out. His name is Ellie Nussbaum. Shout out to Ellie Nussbaum. Yay! Thank you so much. We got Brooklyn, Queens, Chicago in the house. We got 5 towns. Wow, we got people are coming on Zoom, people. You guys are serious about it. Hi, Esty. Can I post the Zoom? The Zoom is on my post. The Zoom number. Go to my posts. I just posted it for you guys. Hi, it's a green. The Bellas is on. Woo, this is big stuff today. Where's your tickle from? Thank you. I have no idea. I don't know where I get my stuff from. I'm assuming you guys hear me, right? Instagram, give me a thumbs up. Give me some hearts. Give me some love. We need love in the world. That's what we need. Yafa Palti's going live now. Yafa, I want to be on your live. You can't be on now. You're teasing me. All right. Instagram is good. Zoom is good. Let's do this. Guys, we have an amazing singer. He is not only an amazing singer, an amazing human being. Hold on, so this is on mute, Danielle, right? Okay, and could I have their comments here? They could comment? Hold on. Guys, if you have any comments on Zoom, chat with me, and then I could read your comments, right? Could everyone see their messages, or is it just me? Everyone can see everybody? Oh, you could all see each other. Chat with yourselves. But make it kosher. You hear what I'm saying? Okay. Today I'm on my first floor, so there's going to be a lot of noise here. Wow, 113 people. I know I missed you guys. It's been forever. I've just been crazy busy. But this is what's important. To schmooze with the most amazing people in the world. Hold on one second, guys. It is so hot. We didn't have a schmooze in a long time, I know, but this week I plan to have one every single day. Bezrat Hashem. All right. So, Danny, what do? He has to ask to unmute, right?
No, I got it here.
Okay. Danny Palgon. Let me get a good song to get him on with. I like Kol Halayla. That's like a good song.
Shalom and welcome to Israel Institute of Biblical Studies.
To hug us up with. Hold on 1 second. Woo! But he's probably going to want Bo. He's going to want Bo for sure. Yeah, he's going to want Bo. I'm not messing with it. I'm going to give him Bo. I wonder what's his favorite song. Hello, Weberman. Yaakov, is that your friend, Weberman? Or it's a different Weberman? Is Yaakov Weberman your friend? Because my son's friend is Weberman. I wonder if it's him. The Zoom is faster than Instagram Live. Is that the case? Really? People are loving the songs. If you haven't heard of Danny Palgon, you have been missing out, folks, but don't worry. Could you make this slower?
Yeah.
No, right? Okay, could we make this higher?
Yeah.
Then I could see everybody. Everybody really missed the shimmy schmoozes. Oh, Danny's on! Woo! Okay, hold on 1 second. Danny, I'm still learning how to do this stuff. 7 years later, I still don't know what I'm doing. Hold on. Oh, I wish I could move this closer to me. Okay. Hold on 1 second. I don't hear you. Hold on. Oh, Danny, go on the live. I can't hear him. Hold on.
Request on live. It's fine, he's on.
Danny? Does everyone hear Danny on the Zoom?
Yes.
Okay, so Danny. Okay, awesome. So Danny, put yourself.
I think you need to invite me to the live.
No,
Waiting for it.
go on the live and request to join me. Guys, we're figuring this out. We got this. Woo! And then when I see your name,
Just tell him to go on and say hi.
oh yeah,
Go on and say hi.
Okay, there we go. Let me go back on.
yeah, just go back on the live request.
There we go.
There we go. There is a God in the world. Okay, hold on. Danny, I'm putting Hodu. I'm doing both. Hold on. Go. Oh yeah! I'm muting myself here. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have the one and only Danny Palgon, new and upcoming singer. You guys are gonna love him if you don't love him already. Can we get some hearts? Can we get some?
There we go.
Woo!
Great song choice.
I got you.
Thank you.
Even though, guess what my favorite song is on the CD?
Hodu.
Close.
Only because you played it first, so that's why I assumed.
The truth is, I literally can't choose. I can't choose. Every single. Which one? My husband loves Shivchi.
Okay. Yeah.
He loves Shivchi, and I love Kol Halayla. I'm obsessed.
I love it also. Thank you.
It's got such a sick vibe. I just want to show you that there's a boy here on the live, and Danny Palgon's biggest fan. He's right next to you on the Zoom.
Wow.
I don't know if you see him, but and people have
Hello. I don't know his name, but
he's saying hi. Look how many Danny Palgon fans there are. This is so cute. Danny, do you see why I love Zoom? You get to see their faces. They get to see you.
I don't know how you deal with the lag though. I don't know if you have the lag in video. It's like never mind. It's like a second or two off and you're watching both, but let me just.
Yeah, well, I know. Only look at the stat on
You're
Instagram.
right. I'm going to exactly. That makes more sense. I'm going to move this.
Do you guys all hear Danny and
We're good.
and myself, guys? Look at this. Danny, there's a picture of you. You're a background to people's backgrounds on Zoom. She's so cute.
I'm honored.
Okay, before I start anything, I always start my Zooms, if you're married, to thank and give shout out and credit to where credit is due.
Yes.
So I really want to give a shout out to the biggest Eisheschal right now, Devorah. Look at all the hearts coming right now.
I'm going to give a round of applause for Devorah after what she had to go through. last
Hello,
week.
is this true? 8.8 pounds?
Well, that is true. I was 11 pounds, so that's
What?
that's little league for me. So I was expecting something a little chunkier, but you know, she's
It's so funny because you're not even. How tall are you?
5'8". I'm not. Yeah, it's
And
it's the broad shoulders. You know, it's not the.
Wow,
Exactly.
mommy, he apologizes. Look how
I
many.
felt terrible. The second I heard I was 11 pounds, and yeah.
That's crazy. But hello, what's her name again? Her name is Celia Bella,
Celia Bell. Yeah.
right?
Yes.
What, is she named after anybody? Danny just had a baby girl, guys, during
Yes.
quarantine life.
Crazy. I mean, we were expecting it for like the whole time because we knew it was gonna happen, but it's still crazy.
No, but like you know what? If you could get through that with your wife, you could get through anything, right?
Yeah. I mean, I'll take it. I mean, it was definitely difficult. I mean, it was in a way it's easier, I thought, because a lot like even being in the hospital after she was born, like I feel like most people have like a million family friends coming visiting. Like she went into labor on Friday in Shavuos.
You had a breather.
We had a breather. We had just us two. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful 2 days.
And you were able to be with your child and your wife.
Yeah,
like usually
and
you have to run out to work.
Yeah, and we couldn't leave the room, so it wasn't like we could literally go nowhere. So it was just us in the room for 2 days. The nurses were like barely come in. Yeah, it was beautiful.
The comments are coming in now, feeling bad for your mother. They're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, Danny's mother. We feel bad for you."
Oh, for the 11 pounds? I know. It was a long time ago, so she's over it. But yeah.
There's like a 20-minute delay. So like all the comments come in 20 minutes later. We're like, we're done with the labor.
I know.
And the pounds over there.
You would think Instagram has it by now, but no. Yeah.
Zoom is where it's at. Zoom, look, what are you drinking? Coffee? Hold on. Let me guess. Is it coffee, tea, or hot water? I'm going for coffee, dark coffee.
No? I mean, that's a fair guess because I'm up all night these days, but tea.
Up all night. You see what he did there? He's up all night.
I threw it in there. It's a little, subconscious advertisement.
So what's in your mug, Danny? What's in your mug? We want to know.
Just green tea. Just green, regular old green tea.
What?
I heard it's healthy, so I try to have it every day if I remember. And that's basically
caffeinated or decaf?
Caffeinated. I usually would not have tea this late, but
you're coming on the Shimi Shmooze. You got to be on your game.
And also I don't sleep at night anymore as, new parent. I thought I'm up all night these days, actually literally. So she sleeps.
People were asking. Yeah.
I tell everyone she literally sleeps all day, pretty much, like literally all day. You can't even move her. You could touch her, move her face, whatever you do. Doesn't budge. She's flimsy, floppy everywhere. The second it comes like 12 o'clock, 1 a.m., she's up for 3, 4, 5 hours straight. Because I don't know why that is, but
Danny,
it's a beautiful thing.
It's so funny because I put a question box on my stories like, what do you want to ask Danny Palgon? You would think they would ask you about your songs and this, which we had tons of. But most of the questions were, how's the baby? Does Danny wake up? Does Danny wake up to feed her? Does he change diapers? They want to know.
I do it all. You can ask Devorah, she can attest. I do it all. She does more than I do, but I do my fair share. I try my best. So,
Devorah, we want to know the truth. There's always like your side and her side and the truth. So,
I literally tell her because I feel like she doesn't feel like I was up for hours last night. I want to make sure she knows, she appreciates it because it's in the middle of the night. We're both exhausted. We don't know who's doing what.
You record. Yeah. I record everything. I'm like, hi, we're here live at 3 a.m, and I am the best wife. And I record my husband snoring. Like you better enjoy yourself, buddy. But
exactly.
You're changing diapers, guys. Can we get a little love for the daddy over here? He's changing diapers.
I thought it would be change diapers. I thought it would be more. Also, her umbilical cord came off like literally 15 minutes ago. It popped. It was like hanging on by a thread, and I was holding her. I was wearing a different shirt, and all the blood got on me. I don't want to get too graphic, but
bring it on. Shirts. It's a shimmy schmooze. Anything goes.
Yeah,
we don't want you to hold anything back.
Also, it's not. It's adorable. It's not even gross. It came off, so thank God it's fine. But we were getting nervous because it was like she was crying. I wasn't sure if it was hurting her, but it's off now. It's drying up, so we're good. Thank God.
Hold on. Yeah. I just saw Devorah Palgon. Is Devorah on this Zoom on the
screen?
Hold on.
Or on the
Palgon is
Zoom.
on the live.
Oh, she might be. She might be.
Devorah, I just gave you a big. I hope you heard my thing. I'm gonna record this because you got to know how. Is this true? Is this true that you proposed to your wife? Well, then, what do you call her? Girl,
Fiance?
your girl.
No, girl, not
Faye.
not fiance, girlfriend, whatever you want to call it. Yeah,
In Times Square.
that's right. This is also, I want her to remember this. I feel like let's do a recap. So basically, I wanted to propose to her. I wanted to sing to her. I felt like that made the most sense. That was the most me. So I one day I wanted to like get one of like the performers who kind of like just are always around Penn Station or wherever it is, somewhere in the city where there's like a nice crowd maybe. So I went to the city one day. I drove up to random like places like that, and just like we're looking around for people to like ask if they would do it. If I basically could walk by one day, and like as we passed by, I would kind of go up to the mic, take it,
like grab the mic and do.
I would just like walk up. I don't know. I'd be with Devorah. I just walk up to the mic and then take it and sing. So I was looking for somebody to do that, and basically, I found out that like each person has like a different day, and it was too complicated. So basically, the way I found I don't know if you know how it went, but there was a guy performing in the subway in Times Square, and the way I found him was I went to like Instagram, did a hashtag, and like I guess Times Square or like wherever it was, and I was looking through all the pictures, and then until I found a singer that I could zoom in, get his like number, and I went on Facebook, I messaged him, he got back to me, he's like,
crazy.
I can be there like next week that day. I said, amazing. We were on the phone talking about it. And then that day, I was in Times Square, went down to the subway. I walked up when we got down there. There was a nice little crowd. I sang a song that she likes, and we're married today with a kid.
What song was it? I can't live without you. Which one?
You Are the Reason. It was like there goes my heartbeat. That one. You Are the Reason. It was very in at that time.
And did you give him a soundtrack to play like in the background?
No, so he was playing guitar. This guy was playing guitar, and
okay.
Like we were passing by, and I just like walked up, and like he knew who I was. I just walked up.
Right.
I took the mic. He stepped aside, played the song. I sang, and she was awkwardly standing there, like like she's always embarrassed by that. But yeah.
Yeah, like why would you put her through that, buddy?
I know. I felt bad, but I had to do something different, so that was it.
That's awesome. I love it. People are writing the song that you sang. Apparently, everyone knows what went down when you proposed.
Yeah, I mean, I posted about it a while ago, but yeah, so that's maybe it. But yeah.
I love that. And I love like when what do you call your daughter? Like, do you have a nickname for her, or you call her by both names?
So we're trying not to go too quick into the nickname, because I feel like once you give a nickname, you can't go back. You know what I'm saying?
You're done.
Like, you're done.
Shimi.
So
I'm Shimi forever.
So that's a great name, but we don't want to like commit to a nickname before we really know we want it. So like now we're just calling it the full name, Celia Bella, full name. Names? Sometimes Celia just first name, but like Devorah happens to like the full name. So that's what we've been doing recently. And then maybe at one point, should I bring her in? She happens to be right here. I could take her into the.
Guys, screenshot this. This is the cutest moment. No. Oh my god.
There she is. That's her name.
I have to bring Adina. Can you bring me Adina at the top? Where's my baby? Can someone bring me my baby? Oh, I want to show you what they turn out to be. Who does she look like?
Exactly like me. I don't want to tell Devorah because she gets upset, but spitting image of me. You tell me what she looks like. I don't know.
Oh my, she looks so peaceful.
Yeah. I don't want to
hurt
her.
Who's Celia?
I'm trying to focus on two different, we basically.
Welcome to parenting.
We
you got to focus on a million things.
I know, and I'm I'm the very nervous parent. Like I'm very protective and nervous, and I basically all day I'm like thinking of like scenarios that can go wrong. Honestly, that's just the way we're gonna pass her and like not be careful, and so I'm just like watching everything and like making sure everyone's. And Devorah's like doing photo shoots. She's like contorting her body in different directions to get the good angle.
So she's the chilled one, and you're the strict one.
She's like super chill, and I'm just like the nervous one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's so cute.
But in terms of names,
Yeah.
Before-
Yeah. Who is she named? Go
Before I
ahead.
forget, no, you just like we basically got like multiple grandparents and at the same 3 grandparents. So my mother's mother, Celia, and then the Hebrew name would basically is Devorah's great grandparents. So that's basically it.
That's so nice that you're able to hook up both sides of the family. Hodu Lashem.
Yeah, it was a lot of different, people named after her with this beautiful child.
Ask about Celia and Brooke? What are they talking about? Who's Celia and Brooke?
Oh, Brooke is the dog. So I'm staying by my in-laws. I don't know if.
Yeah, I have questions on that for you, buddy.
Okay. I'm not gonna jump ahead. Okay.
But I saw the pictures on Instagram that you guys posted. Like, most people keep them in the hospital gear with like the hospital getup. You guys, she was born and you wrapped her around already in flowers and a headband.
Devorah literally was like preparing for we had everything packed. It was ready to go. We were ready for that photo shoot or just whatever, the pictures. And we had it in the bag for literally at least a month or two. But yeah.
So wait, so you go back home to your in-laws.
Yes.
Who you were by already for 3 months.
Yeah, so once the whole thing started, we basically we figured it makes the most sense. Devorah's pregnant. Also, we live a minute away. My in-laws live in Bergenfield, and I live in Teaneck. And so it's literally...
Every time I do an event in Teaneck, they're like, Shimi, give a shout out to Bergenfield. I'm like, it's the same thing. They're like,
it's the same thing.
No, it's not.
They get insulted? I don't even know. I'm from
Don't go there. Don't go. Where are you from?
I'm from Woodmere, so yeah.
Oh, I thought you were a Teaneck boy.
No. Devorah dragged me here. I had no choice in the matter. So yeah.
You know who runs that relationship, folks? Devorah,
yeah.
The woman.
I'm not even denying it.
Or breaks. You need to get a T-shirt that says, "I lived with my in-laws and I survived quarantine."
We're having a great time though. So it's a packed house. It's fun. I can't imagine honestly being just 2 people in an apartment. Honestly, for 3 months and not leaving. So it was having a good time.
bracha for you.
Yeah, it was great. Honestly, it was great that we had. It was just they're so nearby and just great to have them here. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Did you do something specifically with each other as a family to get through it?
No.
No.
No. I mean, they've been
being honest.
They do puzzles a lot. It's a new trend they've been doing over the course of the past couple months. I happen to not love puzzles, but I watch them do puzzles, which that's the only unique thing that started.
Puzzles and TikTok.
And
you are rocking out that TikTok.
I thought you were talking about Devorah's TikTok. Devorah is the one who's...
Devorah has TikToks? I don't have TikToks, so I don't know.
I know Devorah just started posting a couple of TikToks last week, and each one has 30,000 views, and I don't know. People are loving it. So if you ever get TikTok, follow Devorah. That's all I gotta say. And anyone here, follow Devorah because she'd appreciate me saying it. So.
But you know what? Like real men could rock out a TikTok the way you do. I mean,
I had to find a way to throw in one of the songs that I was coming out with, and I figured that was the only way I could think of at that moment. So, yeah.
And you gave a shout out to your sisters-in-law. What were their names? Miriam and Sarah Geller.
Miriam and Sarah. Yes.
Woo!
You do your homework. You know it all. You have this stuff. I don't know if it's written down in front of you, but very, very impressive.
And people don't know this about you, but you're not just a singer. And that was a question from a lot of the people. How does he do it? Because my brother's in law school and he can't talk or speak to anyone. He's in his own world. And you're coming out with songs, with CDs, performing, and in law school. How do you do it?
I don't know. It's first of all, the first year of law school. I just finished my second year of law school. So the first year of law school is the year where it's much more difficult and time consuming, and there's much less free time to do things. So the first year was a little bit of a balance. But this second and third year, there's a lot of free time, especially with Corona, with the whole quarantine. This past semester was pass fail. It was super easy.
Really? Hashem
Yeah.
loves you. Hashem really loves you.
You know,
Law school,
there's some
the baby.
Yeah, there was some positivity that came out of it. There was, a super easy semester. So Devar was like 8-9 months at the time. I didn't have to like go crazy with studying before finals. It was good. Thank God in terms of that one aspect. But
Danny,
yeah.
they're saying your father's a genius. That's where you got it from.
That's true. That's true.
Is it true? He's also a lawyer?
No. Yeah, not a lawyer.
Accountant?
No. What's the next guess?
A chef.
No. It's like he does marketing. Marketing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So if you had a choice to be a full-time singer, would you do it? Or you love law? You're loving this law life as well?
No, I would do it. Yeah, if you give me the choice, I would do it. But I also am very practical. I try to be at least, and I try to kind of make the best of every possible scenario and kind of have every whatever. I try to make sure that everything for the long term is set up properly.
That's really inspiring because I really don't know how you do it. It's literally okay. I have to tell you, we are the biggest fans of your music, you as a person. I'm so happy to bring you to the island because like there's a whole world that didn't hear of you apparently. Because when I posted, like, who is this Danny Palgon? Where did he come from?
A little insulting, but I'll take it.
and I'm so happy that I'm bringing for them you to the surface.
Thank you for having me. Yeah.
When I heard you and me, Danielle and I for the first time, guess who I thought of as far as like a non-Jewish singer, a group singer, and it's not Backstreet Boys.
Oh, wait, a group singer? Like he's part of a group of singers?
Yeah, you sound exactly. When I heard you, I'm like, oh my God, this is the Jewish version of.
I don't know.
Just give me one guess. Okay, I'll tell you.
A group though? It's
like,
not an individual singer? Tell me.
Okay, I'll tell you. Boys to Men. You got the vocals.
I literally was. I was going to say Boys to Men, but there's no way. No, because like I actually love their music, but like I thought there was no way you were gonna even say Boys to Men, so I was like I wasn't even gonna guess it. But yeah, it's a good call. It's a good call.
Their vibe, their you have soul. You're like an R&B.
It's soul. I try to get the it's the art. That's what I love. That's what I love.
What?
That's a big compliment.
Oh, Randy Jackson. No, Randy Jackson was not part of. Randy Jackson was part of Boyz II Men?
I don't think so. No.
No, but Boyz II Men, dude.
But he was a judge
on America's.
Yeah, that's all.
Not America's Got Talent. What's it
American
called?
Idol, I think.
American Idol. Yeah.
Yeah.
But literally, that's such a compliment to you because Boyz II Men were.
Huge compliment.
They're real talent.
Yes.
All the other.
There's nothing like the harmonies blending with the. It's beautiful. Beautiful stuff.
We should get a Boyz II Men jam. Oh my gosh! But your songs are pretty up there. We don't need it. Hold on. Okay. What is your favorite song on the CD? People were trying to figure out.
It's
because
difficult.
You did a music video to Bo. Does that mean it's your favorite song?
No, it's hard because I think every single song, honestly, like I like it in different ways. I love them in each. They're like my children. I love each one individually for their own qualities. But if I had to say one, I love Bo, but I love Hodu. I don't know. I just love the, ba, 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 just like it has that kind of like
a happy vibe. It's a happy vibe.
Yeah, exactly. So it has that kind of like makes you kind of feel good, and just that's what I love. So I'd probably have to go with that just because Bo is the obvious choice and I can't go with the obvious choice. So.
Exactly. I was like, come on, give us the real raw.
Exactly.
I love that. And are you writing your songs or do you get help from Morty? No, we're saving it for the next part. I'm not even bringing.
I was like, I'm always like waiting for that name to go. I'm like, for Bo, I did get help with Morty. That's when I finished my first year of law school. I don't know, whatever. So the story was not that it's the story, but I finished my first year of law school, the harder year, as I mentioned. It's it's more stressful. I finished my finals. There was like a writing competition. I finished it. I was totally free. And then like I was like, you know, law school's great, but I definitely want to, you know, do music too.
Are you reading the comments, by the way? They're just as
no,
like
totally.
Danny Palgon for president.
Okay. I'll take it.
I love you, Danny.
Yeah. But I basically finished that year, and it was very stressful, and I kind of just wanted to, you know, I wanted to do singing too. I wanted to pursue it as far as I can. So I kind of, that's when I reached out to Morty, and I don't know if, you know, bring him up yet, you know, just for later, but, and then I wanted to work with him.
When he says Morty, he means Mordechai Shapiro.
Yes. Yeah.
But we got Danny Palgon, so.
Yes, but I reached out to him for guidance, just to like, because it was the process of making music was new to me. So I reached out to him, and we kind of like worked on Bo. I also was going to him for like voice lessons at the time, so it was much easier to like to work on things. It was like, you know, I kind of.
We're still traumatized. We went for Shabbos to his sister's house, and Mordechai was there, and he's like, Danielle, let's go. I'm giving you voice lessons.
Oh no! No! I could have warned him not to do that.
And then I was recording. I'm like, "What are you doing to my husband?"
Yeah, you could lose a lot of oxygen by his methods. It's not. Yeah, it's not for the faint of heart.
I'm gonna get the video soon and show it to you. We're still going for therapy. For that.
That's very funny because I literally I was on and off with Morty for voice lessons. I think I quit 2 times because I thought he was gonna actually kill me.
It's painful.
The way he does it, the technique he uses is very hands-on. So
the technique he uses basically is he strangles you.
Basically strangles you and takes out the competition, and that's basically his. No, I'm kidding. So he pulls down the larynx, and it's very, you know, it could hurt. It's not supposed to, but it could hurt. So that's basically it. So I was on and off twice. I quit, and Morty's like, you really just gotta just stick with it and stop being a baby. So that's when I kind of stuck through for the last stretch over the course of a couple months.
I could see Mordechai telling that to you, like, suck it up, you got this, get up and show the world what you're made of. Let's go,
exactly.
Danny.
Exactly. With that kind of face. Yeah.
You can't see
and I
anything.
didn't want to let him down, so I caved. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I have this. Danny, look at this. Hold on, guys. Wow. This is Mordechai Shapiro giving Danielle voice lessons. I don't know if you can hear this. Hold on. My husband literally was choking. Hold on.
I'm PTSD right now.
You can't hear yourself, Danielle. It was crazy. It was not.
I'm not kidding. I'm like breathing heavily. I'm like, I remember like when Morty's coming at me like that. I'm like, oh, like it's that.
They said someone wrote vocal cords are highly overrated.
They're overrated if you don't want to talk, but yeah, they're rated perfectly if you want to sing. But yeah.
You know what's amazing, Danny? I'm looking at all these children who are watching you and all these adults. I love all these pictures of you. Are you seeing these pictures of you on Zoom?
I am not. I'm literally looking. I don't know how you look at multiple things. I cannot multitask.
First of all, there's you, there's the comments, there's Zoom, there's the comments, there's my notes.
I don't know how you do it. I'm like just focusing straight. I did not read one thing the whole time.
So I got you. I'll tell you anything you need to know.
Perfect.
This is amazing. But so I'm looking at it. Look how many kids are loving what you do. They look up to you. You're their role model. This is such a compliment and a chrayas at the same time. Like
it really means a lot.
You got a responsibility, boy. No pressure. Pressure's on.
Yeah, no, I feel it. And I'll do my best, you know? That's all I can do.
What would you tell all these people watching, like somebody who wants to pursue their dream? Like you said, if you're getting voice lessons by Mordechai Shapiro, like you'll do whatever it takes. You're not going to give up, like just to be with Mordechai Shapiro, right? Daddy's like, nope, I quit. Not once, twice, I quit.
Yeah.
but you keep coming back. Like, what would you tell somebody who's trying, not necessarily in singing, anything in life, and you just feel like you give up? Like,
I think, I mean, for me, it was just, I knew what I wanted. So like, I knew I wanted to sing for sure. Like, no matter what capacity, I want to sing. So for me, it was like, I wanted to be realistic, and that's what the whole law school and just kind of having a degree and kind of doing things in that world. But I think if a person wants something bad enough and just they have the passion, like for me, it's weird because I always heard people like talk about you have passion for something, and it always gave me stress of like, because for other things, I may not have passion and I may not have the same drive that I had for, let's say, singing. But it consumes like my thoughts all the time. So it's the kind of thing where like if you want something and you're thinking about it all the time, then for me, it was really just like setting very specific goals about what I wanted to accomplish, and just executing on like one step at a time. And then over the long term, in the short term, I may not be able to do a lot. But over the course of like a year, over 2 years, over 3 years, and especially over 5 or more years, like they really build up. So I would just say to like, if you really stay focused and do small things over a long period of time, not even that long, a couple of years, you will definitely see results for sure. It's people who like, they try to get things too quick that don't. So
words of wisdom by, I want to say rabbi, which I want to get back to in a second. But who's Jonathan J. Palgon?
That's my dad. Daddy
Palgon is on.
He's new to Instagram. So it's a new
I'm so honored.
world.
I'm so honored that he's in my world right now.
Yeah.
And he said that he's like, you think Danny sings well? You should hear him in the shower.
Oh.
He
Actually,
is
I don't
good
sing.
in the shower.
Yeah. Yeah.
So hold on. Is it true you were pursuing a rabbi? You used to teach in health?
Yeah. So I guess funny. Yes, it's true.
Hold on. Since you were becoming a rabbi and you're being spiritual, I'm going to make a bracha, okay? Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'akol neh b'dvaro.
Ah, yes. Amen.
Okay, Rabbi Palgon.
So, yeah, definitely not a rabbi. But at the time, for some reason in my whole life, and this may sound weird, I went to DRS for high school.
Which is HALB. DRS is HALB, right?
HALB. Yeah, DRS is just the high school for HALB. But yeah, and I always just wanted to, for some reason, I always viewed myself as like a DRS rabbi. I don't know what that means, but I always just like kind of wanted to do that. So I also went to Nativ. I went to Nativ, went to Bet, I went to Queens College, and I kind of, my last year of Queens, I was working in HALB, and I really wanted to like, be a Rebbe. I really wasn't necessarily sure in what capacity or if I was doing, 2 things as well, like a Rebbe and something else, but I wanted to. And basically I realized that it's an amazing job, but it's, it wasn't for me personally. And that's why, thank God, I worked for 1 year doing it. Cause it was just, it was great, but teaching is not easy. And props to all the teachers out there. If anybody's watching, you're amazing. My mother-in-law's a teacher.
And Michael is a rabbi, your brother?
Michael is not a rabbi.
He also quit the rabbi business.
Yes. Dan, stop lying. That was Dan who commented. Whatever. But yeah, so that was basically it. It was like the experience. I'm very thankful for the experience because it was great. But kind of like, it's one of those things where like I kind of put it on a pedestal in my mind of what I personally can do. I thought I could handle it, and it was, and it's a lot more difficult than I thought it was. So that's why all the rebbeim out there, teachers, amazing people, literally amazing. Because I do not know,
Yeah, you were like,
so much.
I'm going to be a rabbi. And then you got there and you're like, nope, I'm out.
Literally. So I was going to be the chill rabbi, but even that was expecting. So.
The chiller rabbi is even harder to be.
The audio is, I don't know.
Is 10 hours late?
Oh, yes. The chill rabbi, yeah. Yeah, the chill rabbi is also a different beast altogether in terms of their, job and acharayos and all that. But yeah.
Wow.
Thank God, it led me in a different path, and I'm very happy the way it ended up. So
we're happy because now we get to dance to your music.
Yes.
Why, Danielle? Why is there like a 4-hour delay? You know, like in the news
I'm saying there's a leg, so I feel like I'm like smiling, but I know that like you got my sentence like a few seconds late, so I'm like.
No, you know, like
Yeah.
when they're like, "So Charlie, how is it down there in North Carolina?" And he's like,
Yeah, there's like, yeah, exactly. Like 5 seconds later, it's the exact same thing.
and it makes us look so foolish and slow.
I know.
We're really not slow
I know.
people.
It's not us. It's not us.
He's
It's
gonna be
Instagram.
a lawyer.
I'll take Instagram to court. Don't worry.
I'm imagining you in the courtroom. Imagine like there was a delay in your brain. You're like, what should I say now?
Yeah,
it wouldn't work in the courtroom.
But I was watching some of your like previous. I was like practicing. I was watching some of the like, a bunch of just a couple of minutes, just to like do some chazara. I was to get into it, to get hyped. But when you like play it back, I didn't hear any lags. Maybe it was just the ones that I was watching. But I think when it's after it's recorded, I think it like goes away. Maybe from the ones I saw.
Really?
But that's the ones that I saw. I don't know. But yeah.
Yeah, no. This is an exceptionally delayed, and I apologize, guys. It's not me. It's Danny.
Yeah.
Danny, can you still hit the 3-pointer from the corner?
Can I? To be honest, I probably can't. No, wait. Did I go out of the? No, I'm here. Am I still on the Zoom?
You're
fine.
still here.
Perfect. I honestly haven't played basketball in a long time. Ever, between law school and I think I played once in the past like 2 years. So it's maybe I could still hit it, but I honestly wouldn't bet on it. So probably not.
Oh, so someone's trash talking. Giller Mama's like, maybe your in-laws need a better internet. Drop the mic.
Yeah, it's her internet. If she wants to get a better plan, I'm all down for that. I live here now, temporarily.
Yeah, temporarily.
My in-law,
light at the end of the tunnel.
No, my sister-in-law is always like joke around that like like you're staying here for a long time, like it's time to get out of here. Like they're joking around, but that's why I have to make sure they're not gonna get too upset. But yeah.
Yeah, no, you got to stay on the safe side. Hold on, you in your Bo music video, which was by the way amazing, Shimi Sokol, you nailed it once again.
Shimi is awesome. Yes.
Your jersey is number uno. Is that, were you on a team and that was your jersey number, or you just stamped like the number one?
No, I was actually number 2 whenever I was like on the basketball team. I was number 2. But it's funny because like when I was no, I don't even know I'm saying this, but like when I was a kid, I was very like I would think in a very like weird way. Like for me, you're gonna say it's cute, but it was just like weird. Like I was 2 in basketball, and I was 2 because I was like whatever. I don't want to say this. It was like me.
Say it. This is the shimmy schmooze. When I was
younger, it was like I want a number that represents me at that moment. I was like, it's me and Hashem. So it was 2. It was like us 2 together. So that's literally why I was 2. But it wasn't number 1. But that was basically it.
So then you grow older. You're like, move over, Hashem.
Exactly.
It's all
then I moved it all me, number 1. Exactly.
It's so interesting. Like it's details. Like why jersey number 1? Why you picking that?
For that, I honestly forgot the exact numbers. I think it was just I wanted like 613 to be like a subtle thing, like in the actual numbers. So I think it was like if you see the lineup when like it when it goes behind the jerseys, I think it's like 0613. I forgot all the numbers, but yeah, 061. I think so. I need to check it again.
So
but
cool.
I tried to like add some some little references there. But yeah.
Your father would like to know why you didn't ask him to be in the Bo video. He had no problem in asking his father-in-law, ooh. Jerry.
I'll accept. That's honest. That's on me. That's my bad. It happened to be the place that it was literally like 5 minutes away from like Teaneck, Bergenfield, whatever you want to call it. It was like very close. So I didn't want to make my dad schlep all the way from Woodmere to keep it out of him. Even asking him would have been disrespectful. So I said, you know what? I'm not going to ask. And he wanted to say no. So
Danny Palgon, did you see how nicely played that was? But we're not falling for it, Danny. We're not falling for any
Can you be on my side here?
Well, maybe if your jersey was number 2, Hashem would be on your side and help you out. Not this
Yeah,
time, buddy.
honestly, I was pretty Gavidic in this past one, so it's not. That's on me. That's my bad.
So hold on. Who helped you with these songs? Did you write them all yourself?
No, so I had the help of like a bunch of different people that I honestly met on like different music sites online. So that's the kind of way I was working with somebody like in Italy and different places to kind of help. It was much cheaper that way. And that way I kind of, you know, whatever. It was much more cost effective to do it that way, work with different people that I found to do things for less money. And yeah, it was just like a team of like 2 or 3 people that I kind of worked with in different songs. Each one was different. Like, lyrics also was different. A bunch of the songs didn't really require a lyricist. Most of them didn't.
Right, they're all right.
They're psukim. I did it myself, obviously. But like Kol Halayla, for example, like that one was, you know,
my favorite,
one of your favorites. Exactly. So that one was obviously somebody else who did that. But you know, I tried to like, you know, like kind of hustle it out and like do, you know, these things can be very expensive. I tried to like, you know, consider every single aspect of it to do it in the way that wouldn't kind of break the bank too crazy. So thank God it worked out.
Baruch Hashem, you don't have to break the bank because your voice makes up for like 99% of it.
Wow.
Even Maishi Tischler right now is saying Danny's voice is magic. It's on fire.
High praise. Also, I'm coming out with a cover of one of his songs very soon, hopefully, probably this Sunday. So.
Did you see that? Wow. Yeah, you're coming out with a lot of covers for a lot of different songs.
Yeah, basically.
Love that.
So what happened was that I finished the album, and then the whole quarantine and Corona situation happened, and I knew I couldn't go to the studio for like months for sure. So I basically bought equipment.
Brought the studio to you.
Yeah, I bought equipment because, you know, it was going to be at least 3 months, and initially whatever. So I bought equipment, and it was also final time around, even though it was pass fail. I still had some work to do, and I figured the best way, you know, to kind of go about making music was kind of covering the songs that I love, and kind of like, I also love like putting a different spin on a song that I like already. I don't know, something about it, like just kind of sitting there with the, you know, mic in my own studio, like having like that blank canvas, but like I already know the song and like I can kind of like make it my own. I love it. So
make it Danny style.
Exactly. So I tried to do that with each one. I tried to make it a little bit different, a little bit kind of, you know, spice it up a little bit. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun. And I have like, I came out with, I think 9 so far. And I have, I think 6 more that are going to come out in the next like couple weeks before the 3 weeks. But yeah.
Guys, you have to check out his covers. Like you literally like, you think that's good? Let me show you how it's done. Boom. And you like Danny Palgon. And it's amazing. You have such a brilliant way of taking a song and making it a whole new vibe, a whole new experience to listen to.
Thank you.
But, okay. But with all the people that helped you sing the song and write the songs and all the stuff, how in the world do you, Danny Palgon, okay, there's a million Jewish singers out there.
It's a big build up here.
We're going back to question number 1.
Yes.
You get to sing them. I know, I'm sorry, I have to.
No. I love it.
The people want to know.
The people want to know, 100%.
You have a single, I mean a song recorded with Morty. You sing with him at the Marsha stage, July 4th, and then you have a nice little niggin duet with him on his Instagram page, which he doesn't do for anybody. What is going on? Do you pay him? Does he love you? What makes you so unique, better than everybody? I need to know.
So first of all, I love him and he does love me. So that's off the bat. That's true. Morty, if you ever watch this, I love you. And so it started out, honestly, I'll just go back to the beginning. I remember when like our friendship started. So basically I was actually studying for the LSAT. After that year, it's a test that you take to get into law school. So I was studying for it. I remember
for all you stupid people, that's what it is.
No, I wasn't. not every. If you don't do it, there's no reason to know it. So you're not stupid if you didn't know. But I remember a friend of mine was like with him in Morasha that summer, and he said, you know, I wanted to like pursue singing more, and he was with Morty at, you know, some table eating over Shabbos or I don't know, some meal. And he said, my friend, you know, would love to speak with you about, you know, just music and just whatever. So I remember like Morty called me like in the car, and I think on his way back from Mordechai. He had like a long trip, a bunch of hours. So we just discussed like general, stuff about music. He was like super nice. Like he took the time out to just like talk to me. I was a total stranger, no clue who I was. And then it kind of like built a little bit from there. And then at some point, that's when the whole voice lesson thing started. And I basically asked Morty, we also weren't really friends at that point, but I asked Morty, I looked up to him as like a singer, like in the Jewish world. Like I just love the way you're saying like soul and like kind of like, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. The way
yeah,
like,
you both have that. Yeah, you can't explain it. You can't explain it. It just is.
But that's soul. So I love that. So I said, if anybody could teach me, I want it to be Morty. So I basically called Morty. His first response was like, I don't do that. I don't give voice lessons. Like, that's not what I do. Which is fine, whatever. And then I basically over like the next, so that was a no. A couple months later, I reached out again to him, and eventually he's like, you know what? Come over. Let's do it. Let's just do it. He's like, let's go.
So you were persistent. You're like, I ain't taking no for an answer. I'm coming to you.
If I wanted it to be Morty, only Morty. So he finally, like, he said yes, and that was like, in his Queens apartments. I would like drive from Woodmere to Queens, and we'd kind of do things there. And that was when our relationship and like, friendship started. And then I remember actually when I started. So after
your father said you were attracted to Morty's double-breasted suit.
He does have very nice suits. That's 100% true. 100% true. He dresses very nice.
Daddy Palgon, we love you. His comments are adding so much to the Shimi shoes. Yeah.
But so it's pretty funny. But so basically, where was I? So the voice lesson. So basically after I not quit, but I would say it was pikuach nefesh after the first two to quit, because I honestly didn't want to kill myself. So but after I was literally, I think it was, I guess, like January of.
Were you like? Now I see why you don't give voice lessons. You're literally.
This is where the lag comes.
Killing people.
It was like a minute. Wait, repeat that. I literally was a lag for 20 seconds.
I said,
wait, I think I heard it.
Is that
so basically? No, you go. This lag is. I'm gonna stop. I'm
not talking anymore. Go ahead.
No, because I always it stops and then I talk and then you start after you finished. But whatever. So basically, after I said no the first 2 times, and Morty was like, honestly, he was upset with me. He was like, Daniel, like you can't go back and forth a million times. He's like, either do it or don't do it. He's like, either come for lessons or don't. If you know Morty, he's like, he's very amazing person, and part of the reason why he's so successful is that he's very focused. He's very tunnel vision. Yes. He knows what he wants and he goes after it. And for me, like I was being flaky. I was like saying yes and no and yes and no. So he was like, Danny, if you do it, you can do it, but you have to 100% commit to me.
You gotta commit.
That you're doing this for at least like 10 lessons at 100%. You're not gonna like flake out like you did the last 2 times. Even though, once again, it wasn't like I just quit. I really was nervous for my own life. But so that's when I started going to his house, and like the lessons in his house, I would be there for like 3, 4, 5 hours sometimes. Literally, I would leave sometimes like 2 a.m. I'd get there like at 8 and leave at 2 a.m. It would just be total like full nights of just like we'd go from the lesson into just like jamming together, and that's when we really became a lot closer over that time. And it was right after, like, let's say January to like, March, April time, over the course of those lessons, where his album, Hakom B'Shamayim, was being recorded. And I guess, that was the connection of like, it went from like, we were singing together all the time at night, once a week, whatever it was. And that kind of, is the reason why he then asked me to be on the album. And I'm very happy that he did. Yeah.
That song, guys, if you didn't hear it, you're living under a rock. But that song literally gives you the goosebumps. It's like,
yeah,
I feel like that is so appropriate for now, for what we're going through. Just like,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, it's a very like emotional song.
So powerful.
And also I think we tried to like sing it in a way where it's like, also it's like a little bit different. Like I tried to like, like I always try to sing things a little bit different, but I think we kind of also like kind of played off of each other in a nice way. So yeah.
Hold on. People are very nervous. Guys, there's no way that he's leaving this shimmy schmooze and not singing for us. But Danny, do you believe this? We're already an hour into it. I have like a 1 minute
Is it
countdown.
actually? Oh, wow.
Crazy.
That is crazy. That is crazy. That is crazy. I honestly didn't know what time it was. I'm focused.
That's, you know what? When I always say this, the first shimmy schmooze I ever did was with Mordechai. And he's like, Shimi, how long is it going to be the interview? I'm like, an hour. And he's like, an hour? What are we going to talk about for an hour? I'm like, Mordechai, leave it up to me. And then when I told him, I'm like, Morty, 5 minute countdown. And he's like, what? I was like, I told you, boy.
Yeah.
I told you.
It literally is just schmoozing. That's what it is. It's not like, it literally is not an interview. It's a beautiful thing. It's very.
Yeah. I always wanted, hold on. Stop talking about myself. Okay. I'm hanging up, and you got to come back because these kids, all they want is a song from you. But you got to stay on. I have a few more questions for Danny.
Is there a particular song before the transition from this to the next one, or just so I know ahead of time, or should I pick it? I don't know.
Well, you know you're gonna pick your song anyway and make believe like you.
No, I don't
listen to the island.
I'll sing anything. I'll listen to the island. I don't care.
Okay, so hold on. But isn't that crazy, Danny? I literally my whole life I wanted to be a talk show host, like in the Jewish world. And I watch these talk shows and I feel like it's an interview. Like it's just not a easy vibe.
It's not natural. Like each side is like putting on a front and they're not really like, yeah.
So I always wanted to just be that person to make everyone like feel comfortable and heimish.
Yeah.
And then
you're doing a great job.
Corona,
so literally, yeah.
And then Corona happened and I'm like, look what's happening. This is mind blowing.
Yeah. It was like the perfect. I hate saying perfect time, but it was a perfect time to like bring people together in this kind of a way. So it was beautiful. Great job you're doing.
So hold on. So we're gonna come back on. I'm gonna
so go off.
Restart this. Okay.
No problem.